I'm like 5 minutes late, he would come to he would go like to the gate and ask the security guards, ask the teachers where I am and that sort of thing, and make it seem like he knows me. Yes. And welcome to the checklist. I'm Pile.
This is Tero.
And you're back with us on the checklist. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a regular, thank you for tuning in again. Please don't forget to follow us at the checklist 11 on Instagram. Let's get into this video.
Okay, so today we wanted to talk about something that caught my eye. There was an article that I was reading regarding Mbali Mkhize. It was the first time. I've never heard of her, but I'm sure those that have. She is a social media influencer, and she's got close to 80,000 plus Twitter followers. So what happened to Mbali a few weeks ago was very disturbing, and we thought that we should share this with you guys so that you guys could also know what's going on out there and also be safe. So she was in an Uber at around 2 in the morning, and what happened was that she asked the Uber driver, what routes are you using? Because clearly she could see that this Uber driver is not taking her to her destination. And then this Uber driver was like, I'm going to take you to a bush and rape you, like blatantly like that. So her mind was racing, and then she tweeted to her 80,000 followers, and she's like, guys, I think that I'm in danger. This guy just said straight out to me that he's going to rape me, like verbatim what he said. And obviously then her Twitter followers started tweeting about what's going on, asking her, is she fine? Send us the number plate of this guy, send us the description, anything that you can send us details. And they started also DMing Uber, also trying to find out somebody is in danger and they're using your service. So luckily after an hour she tweeted back and she was like, guys, I'm safe and everything is alright. And then after that, Uber was like, no, they're still investigating the situation. On Twitter they tweeted, Uber was like, no, they're still investigating the situation. They'll see, they're still essentially they're just investigating, guys. Like I'm trying to you know, make it sound better, but that's what they said. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so like in my first, I have a story of my experience with Taxify Bolt. I had in my first year I was doing my practicals, so I had to travel using Taxify because the place that I was doing my practicals at didn't have any taxis or any other means of transport, so I had to like Taxify to like get there in the morning and like come back home. So it's not really it's not really as scary as Mbali's experience.
Oh, but sorry, I'm sorry for interrupting you. It was 2 p.m. not a.m. It was in the afternoon.
Oh, it was in the afternoon for Mbali.
Which makes it even more disgusting and worse.
Yeah. So my experience was I had a Taxify driver that I used. He asked me, am I going to be doing my practicals at this school for, he asked me how long I'll be doing my practicals for. I told him, and we had a conversation about when I'll be doing my practicals, for how long, till when, and we had decided that he's going to be my Taxify driver for those 3 weeks. So then that was the agreement, that he's gonna take me back and forth and so on. But then what I hated the most about this whole experience was that this Taxify driver was so comfortable. We decided that I'm not gonna request, I'll just call him. He started like WhatsApping me. Like I like people to like ask me first before you actually WhatsApp me.
He wasn't being professional.
He wasn't being professional.
Now he was just crossing the line like you guys are friends.
Yeah, like maybe I'm chilling and I'm I'm already back home, right? And then he'd send me a text sort of like maybe like see you tomorrow, you know, I'll come and get you tomorrow morning and those sort of things with like smiley faces. But that's really weird for me. I was just like, yo, nkafetsa this whole experience. I was just trying to like get through it, you know. The last week,
but like, what was stopping you from like changing your driver? Were you scared to start dealing with a person?
Yes, safety reasons. The thing is,
you were like, you'd rather deal with this person that
one person that I already know, that I've already been
about him.
Yeah, so like I was already like 1 week in. I was like, no, I know this person, he seems like a good person, and then he's an old guy. Like I didn't think anything wrong of him, but then when you start sending me WhatsApps, that's when I start like getting red flags, you know. But I was like, okay, no, let's just carry on. He hasn't said anything weird. So then towards the end, like I think the last week, he started like, you know, like he was becoming too comfortable. Like when I get into the car, he would ask me like, how was your day, weird things like that. Like if I'm like 5 minutes late, he would go like to the gate and ask the security guards, ask the teachers where I am and that sort of thing, and make it seem like he knows me. Yes, and I don't like that. Like I'm trying to be professional, but if I have somebody like coming to the gate and talking to teachers and asking for me, that is really weird. That was really weird for me. And also, like he was just weird, like adjusting the mirrors and all of that to see like what's good. You look good today, you know, that sort of thing. Like he would compliment me and that sort of thing. And on the last day, he was like, can I please have your number? I'm not gonna see you again. It's not gonna be the same. I've been used to traveling and getting you and all of that. Like, yo, it was just weird. I'm just glad it didn't like turn into anything anything crazy.
Well, my scary story is like, it's not an Uber story or whatever, but I mean, because there's like so many crazy things that are happening, like people are out here snatching us and we don't know what's going on. There's always a story about somebody being kidnapped. Is that I mean, when we start driving, we're not lucky enough to like go buy a car fresh out the box. So what happened is that when I got my license, my parents decided to like hand me down a car that they had for like years and years. I think we've had this car for like 30 years. I don't know, it's probably older than me. No, it's not older than me, but it's an old car. So what happened is that this car wasn't insured. In terms of like insured with roadside assistance, it didn't have all the perks. It was just insured in terms of like if you accident or whatever. Okay, cool. So then I decided that I'm going to drive to my grandmother's place. And my grandmother's place, when you go there, you go via Soweto. So there's this like people that live in Soweto, there's this off-ramp that goes under a bridge, and then the bridge that goes above goes to Free State, and then when you go under, you're going to Soweto. So I got stuck right at that bridge, and El Dorado Park is like right here. It's like to my right. So I'm there waiting. There was a guy that I knew, and he works for First Health, which is like a big towing company. So I called him. I'm like, you know what, Jones, I'm stuck. Can you come and get me? And he's like, okay, I'm in Pretoria. I'll come and get you. Where are you? So he kept getting lost. So I was stuck there for like literally 3 hours. First of all, the cops stopped, two male cops, and they were like, woman, you're not supposed to be here. Should we sit with you until somebody comes? I don't trust the cops at all, especially two male cops. I mean, even women, I'm just like a very suspicious person. So like my instincts were telling me, do not let these cops stay with you. So I was like, you know what, my boyfriend is coming. Although there was no boyfriend coming, my boyfriend is coming, don't worry, you guys can go. They're like, okay, sharp. They left. So then later on, a truck parks like right in front of me, like at least like 3 spaces of cars in front of me, and then a colored guy jumps out. So this truck looks like one of those code 10 trucks, and then he bolts into the bushes. Okay, so I'm looking at him. It's a bit like it's dusk, so I'm looking at him. I'm like, okay, where's he going? Then he circles the bushes until he emerges behind my car. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to, like, already, like, you guys, your intuition is like your best friend sometimes, because it lets you know that something bad is going to happen. Because I already felt like, shit, I don't feel safe with this truck in front of me. I don't know what this guy is doing. And I'm like, should I run into, what's going to happen? Am I going to run into the freeway or whatever? So luckily, as he was approaching my car and trying to open my driver's window, my driver's door, Jones parked right in front of me, and he started laughing. Like this guy started laughing and was like literally giving me that look that you are lucky today. Today's your lucky day. So even if you, like, guys, I don't know, like if you stuck have a person that's on tap that you can call that can come and get you.
Tips that I could give, since I travel with Taxify a lot because I don't have a choice, are that what I do and what I memorize and what I researched for like my own safety. You should also do your own research. But I'm going to give you the tips that I've already memorized for myself to keep myself safe. So the first thing before you enter Uber or Taxify car is that you should check if the child lock is off. It's on the side of the door. Just check it, you'll see it. You just flick it up, or you just look at it, you see it on the door, and you just flick it up, and
it says lock and unlock. So
so you must make sure that it's unlocked, or else he'll lock you inside. And then sit behind the driver. Always make sure you sit behind your driver so that it's easy for you to attack him, so that he can't like get a hold of you. Because if you're sitting like opposite him, like it's easy for him to like, you know, do whatever he has to do. So like what you can do is, since we're ladies, you always carrying a handbag. Hold the arm of the handbag. If it's long enough, always hold it, so that if he ever tries and does something, you can wrap it around his neck and strangle him, and that will like make him like lose balance or anything. So like
that'll
also
disorient him, so that you can jump out of a car.
That you can jump out and make a run for it. And another thing is, you can use a sharp object, you know, always carry a pen, always something, any sharp object, a pen. And like if
maybe
he tries
a makeup brush, like I don't know,
not a makeup brush. A makeup brush doesn't have a tip.
Turn it into a shovel child. I watch those documentaries in prison.
But let's be realistic.
They'll be like, let's turn those things.
So like just use a pen or anything sharp, and like you can stab him in the arm if anything does happen. And then another thing is that you can buy pepper spray at ShopRite. It's not expensive, it's less than 100 rand. You can also get that, but then if you don't have it,
Take a lot, you can also like look for that.
It's not expensive, but if you don't have it, you can also use a deodorant. Like us ladies, we always carry deodorant or perfume. Make sure you spray it into the driver's eyes, like right into his eyes. It's gonna blind him for a few minutes, and that way you can also open your door and make a run for it. And then one other thing is that don't close your window. No matter how cold it is, leave it open, because he can close you in and lock the doors and you won't be able to get out. So like once your window is down, like if he tries to open it, just know that there's danger. Why not just take out your hand, open it and run, you know, open the door and make a run for it. And also what you can do on your phone is you can go to if you have a smartphone, what you can do is go to settings, and by settings search SOS settings, which is something I've already done for myself, and put 3 to 4 contacts that you trust, and it's going to give you instructions on how to do it. It's for ladies and women. It's a setting that helps ladies and women, and you're able to like press your power button on the side of your phone 3 times, and it alerts 3 important people that you trust. If you're ever in danger, it'll just send the people a message right away, I'm in danger, help, look for me, that sort of thing. So which is something I've already done. Or just Google SOS settings on Google, and it'll let you know what to do, because it's also helpful. Like it can help you, like it'll help you.
I know of like some families that share locations as well. Like they have this
always make sure your location is on.
Just do your research. And guys, like, to be honest, like we're just talking about Uber and me being stuck or whatever,
but there's
many other instances, like even at malls, like people are in danger. So like just listen to your intuition. Like be aware of your surroundings. Stop walking around with your phone in your hand or earphones in if you're in a public setting,
and stop walking alone.
And stop walking alone. Yes, always try and have somebody with you, because you see with the story, she was in danger at 2:00 in the afternoon. Like danger has no time. It doesn't happen at night, it doesn't happen during the day. Like now we must just, you know, we must just take all the necessary precautions to look after ourselves. This is the end of the video. If you liked it, please like, share and subscribe. And please like, it doesn't hurt to just put a like button. It doesn't cost you anything. If you don't like it, you can also hit a thumbs down. It helps this video as well.
See you guys in another video. Bye.
Are you sleeping? Bye.